In my last video, I laid out a series of coincidences surrounding Tommaso Cioni, the 4-hour window, the ownership behaviour on the porch, the night trial gloves, the power of attorney signed 8 months before his mother-in-law vanished, the FBI returning to his home 5 separate times. That video reached a lot of people, and it raised a question I deliberately did not answer. If Tommaso Cioni planned this, he did not execute it alone. The man in the FBI doorbell footage is described as 5'9" to 5'10", with an average build. Tommaso Cioni is taller than that. He does not match. That is the single biggest hole in the theory I presented, and I left it open on purpose because I was still pulling records. I have now been through the Pima County court system, property filings, band archives, social media accounts dating back to 2007, and what I found is a name that keeps appearing next to Tommaso Cioni, a name attached to felony convictions for burglary, robbery, theft and embezzlement, a man who lives in the Tucson area, minutes from Nancy Guthrie's home, a man who fits the physical description the FBI released. This video is about that man. His name is Dominic Aaron Lee Evans, and his connection to this case goes deeper than anyone has reported. It starts with a Craigslist ad. In April of 2007, 3 men in Tucson, Arizona found each other through the most mundane channels imaginable. Dominic Evans, a drummer, met guitarist Walter Gonzalez Jr. through a Craigslist posting. Tommaso Cioni, who had moved to the United States from Tucson, Italy, just the year before, responded to an ad in the Tucson Weekly. They formed a band. They called it early black indie post-punk. Shoegaze and grunge influences, the kind of music that fills small venues in college towns and never quite breaks through to the mainstream. Dominic handled drums. Tommaso played bass and sang. Gonzalez played guitar and also contributed vocals. They recorded their debut album at Love Island Studios in Tucson and released it in 2010 to positive local reviews in the Tucson Weekly. They played shows in Tucson, Phoenix and Flagstaff. They had a local following. They never made it big. The name of that debut album is Life, Love, Love, Murder. I need to pause here because I do not want to sensationalize the title. Plenty of bands name albums with dark or productive meanings. It does not mean anything by itself, but in the context of what happened to Nancy Guthrie, in the context of the man who played on that record now being scrutinized by online investigators for his potential connection to a kidnapping,